Hey, 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 welcome back. Welcome back to the Virgo Channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to the channel, I'm going to do a general message for Virgo. Know that energy is fluid. Rules could be reversed. Interpret the message as it best resonates with you. Also, know on this channel, I like to dive deep within the reading. So I do look at everything, but we take time to look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, see how they play out as karmic themes. This will allow you to understand why everything's playing out the way that it is. Now, if you want to enter into any free reading with me, you got to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and write the word of the video in your comment bar. The word of the video is always on the first card that I pull out, and it just explains why everyone's doing what they're doing. Very important when we're looking at shadows, right? People that have a lot of spiritual blocks have shadows, and so they tend to create personas and create illusions and don't really act from their higher self, their true self, again. And it's because they don't like that what they see. They feel inadequate. So this is why they create the persona. So being able to see why we want to even do these readings is by seeing our situation from a different perception. It's healing. It's we get to say, okay, well, you know, I attracted this person to learn certain things. But once you learn whatever it is that that person came in to show you, well, then you integrate the spiritual lesson, then you actually know how to transmute the negative energy. See, healing shadows, it's a three-part system. It's awareness, and then it's awareness of like how you're contributing to the undesirable life experiences, why this person came into your life. And then it's the transmutation process, which is to ground that energy because the energy that we accumulated by that experience was negative and it's seen as like dark, heavy, fiery energy. And it's fiery energy because energy that is heavy can't manifest anything. So over time, we think that there's something wrong with us. We think it's frustrating. And what happens is that we begin to get really angry. And then over time, that anger turns into rage. So that's fire energy. And it starts off as fear, though fear of like, I'm inadequate. There's something wrong. It's not working. I'm not good enough. I don't have enough. Whatever the perception that keeps you in a place of disempowerment, right? So again, integrating the spiritual lesson, you get to see yourself, you embody a new consciousness, which is one that is going to be more powerful, one that's able to receive love as well as give love, because that's really what we're here. We're here on the physical plane to learn that we're not separate from the universe, from God, which is just the energy of unconditional love. We wouldn't know what that is. So by moral codes, through our character, we can display unconditional love. So the shadows are where we're blocked, where we can't even give unconditional love to ourselves. So then we can't really give unconditional love. If we haven't forgiven ourselves, we're going to have a hard time forgiving other people. So it always starts with you, obviously, right? So all right. I always like to give a little bit of a tidbit before I jump into the reading. Why? Because again, the readings are a little bit different. They have a therapy style to them, and the channel gains new people all the time. So it's good to stay refreshed. Now, I also want you guys to know anytime you guys want to learn about a specific topic, you want me to do a certain storyline on something, please share. It's nice to get different ideas. You can put them in your comment bar. Also, if you want to enter into winning a free reading with me, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and write the word of the video in the comment bar. So anything that you forget will be in the description box. Yes, I am open for personal readings. People ask me every day. So I'm telling you, yes, I am. Just go through my website, pureenergyhealer.com. And again, you will be able to book a reading with me. My email, by the way, if you enter into winning a free reading with me, you have to email me. You'll know if I chose you if I wrote the word winner underneath your comment. You'll have to email me to tell me what days and times you're available. All readings are done live. It's like if you want it private, you can send me all your questions the day before. All right. All important information has been given out at this time, and the word of the video is knowledge and wisdom. And this is like a higher wisdom. And so, like again, we see sacred geometry, we see the dove, and so we're talking about the soulmate, that you're connected to someone that is, you believe is your soulmate, is someone that is very important, even if the person has done nothing but trigger you, even if I think that that's really what it is, that you have a connection to someone that is someone that's a soulmate, but they're not really acting like it. Um, and I feel like, but because this person is a soulmate, there is a sense that both of you are holding on to this energy, even though nothing has been created with that energy, if that makes sense, is what I'm feeling. So the underlining energy is, again, that you're connected to someone that is a soulmate, someone that you know you're supposed to be with, and they know that they're supposed to be. But I believe that this person has a lot of trauma and they get very reactive. And instead of them being open to the relationship, what they did was they reacted in a negative way. This is someone that gets triggered. Someone that's reactive is someone that gets triggered. And they get triggered due to their own thoughts, because I feel like there's nothing that you really say to this person. It's actually who you are. There's the energy of who you are, almost like this person puts you on a pedestal. It's like they put you on a pedestal and it triggers their insecurities. Again, it makes them become very self-obsessed. Like they're not good enough. They become hyper fixated. So when you are dealing with this person, because I feel like you're in separation, and you're in separation because they were reactive, they got triggered, and it's due to like maybe your success, and this person feels guilty right now. And it's because, or again, they are guilty of lying and also cheating, and or again, lying or cheating or both. And um, and you knew that because they were distant from you. But I do feel like this person does feel guilty now because it's like they don't know what you know and what you don't know. And that's why also this person is hypersensitive to anything that you do. And your success obviously would trigger this person because they know that they're not deserving of you. So if you have success, you're not going to stay with someone that cheats on you, someone that's lying to you, someone that acts distant from you. It's again, they weren't giving you. They played too many games with you. But meanwhile, they knew who you were. They knew who you were. And what happened is it's like this person would say that you were acting like really fierce, that you were acting really aggressive because you were protecting your health self. You didn't trust this person. You were protecting yourself. It's like you didn't feel like you could actually soften your heart around this person over time because you felt like they just were playing games. You felt like, yeah, we have a connection, but this person is not treating me like a connection, but they want me to honor this connection almost as if it's something. And the whole time that you were with them, you felt lonely because they weren't giving you anything emotionally except for some breadcrumbs. And so you were putting your energy into yourself. You see, it's like this person thought you were going to give them more energy. And see, that would build their ego because they put you on a pedestal. So, hey, if you're giving to them, that makes them feel really important. If they can associate themselves with you again and your life. And you might be like, my life, I really don't even do anything. I might just go to work and come home. But you have people in your life that love you. This person does not. Again, and what it is you're like, I felt lonely, and the memory of it is like you just continue to do it. Like you just felt like you have already lived through this situation of them claiming to like be care about you, but then continually being triggered by you and reacting like to you in a negative way, not like a soulmate should, almost like someone that is like gets angry. And so you put your energy to yourself, which again triggers this person. So what do? They hold back and they again do drugs, they drink, they escape, they avoid you because it's like, well, I'm not going to change. I expect you to change. And you're like, I didn't do anything to change. You reacted to the fact that I'm a soulmate. You don't want me to be that person. You don't want to have a connection to any soulmate. That's this person. I feel like they tend to choose to be alone. Is again someone that does substances. They play games. They were a player. They didn't want a relationship. However, they felt guilty because they told you that they did while they were lying and they were cheating about it. So the whole time you felt lonely because the whole time they played games. So of course you're going to be fierce to set your boundaries. But what does this person do? They act distant and they act distant. But the whole time you're triggering them where they're becoming like so self-obsessed with, are they good looking enough? Like, or like what it like look at what you're creating, look at your life, look at my life. Like instead of this person being open to a soulmate relationship, I feel like it triggered them into almost like a weird competition, but one where they like were really the competition was, I'm gonna like cut off talking to you and let's see who can go the longest with not talking to each other. And that to you was like, okay, this is like so abusive. This is so abusive. And it's like I'm in a relationship that I'm more lonely because this person cares more about being in control and appearing a certain way to me than actually being vulnerable. Instead of them reacting positive, they were reactive in a very negative way. And so again, this person purposely is like, well, I'm going to make you not around. I'm going to check out. I'm avoiding. I'm going to do my drugs. I'm going to drink. I'm going to play games. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to lie. And of course, you forgot, you were like, and I it was like, what I was forgotten about this whole soulmate connection of knowing that you're my soulmate, but also knowing that you made me feel undervalued. And that's really what this person did because you were triggering them. So what they had to do was they had to again make it as if, you were less than. So they were trying to create the environment, manipulate you so that you would become subservient to them. And it's like, but they feel guilty now. And I do feel like they feel guilty now because of their manipulation, because they have a lot of trauma. So they protect their heart. They play games. They don't want to be vulnerable. They don't want to feel this type of relationship. I told you, this person's non-committal. They don't like that. And so they tend to ruin trust in the relationships due to their trauma. And it's because they inherited family patterns, toxic family patterns, where they watched a parent go in and out and do this to a mother or a father. And it's again, it traumatized them. And so in that, they've never really created themselves enough. It's like they kind of create a lot of illusions and manipulate people to get what they want. They live more from the ego perception. So here you come in and you're creating your life. You have a very much different life than this person has. And they like what your life looks like. They like it because understand this person's insecure. They feel powerless, and part of that is because they don't have a real identity, and our identity is like where we're putting our time, our energy, our focus, our money, what stirs up the passion within us. Where do we contribute to life? This person is all about them. So they are very imbalanced when it comes to their just their behaviorisms. They tend to be very obsessive, and they're obsessive in wanting things their way and how they appear and what they look like. And really it takes a lot of energy to create personas and to be so self-obsessed and to get triggered and again spend so much time in playing games to try to make you perceive, that you're something that you're not, and really banking on the fact that you're gonna fall for it, even though there's nothing that makes this person to know that. I just feel like it's games that they've played. There's someone that's a cheater, there's someone that's a player. So just assuming that you're gonna be like everyone else or treat you like everyone else, which is stupid because it's like you're not like everyone else, regardless of whether they want this connection or not. It's like the minimum should be just to be respect, should have been to respect. Now, this person was not like that. They reacted and acted like you were going to be like a conquest. This person feeds their ego by not having emotional connections, but it's more like having very physical connections, and that feeds their ego because then after they're physical with the person obviously wants to have a relationship, and they're like, oh no, I don't want a relationship. And then, now you have a bunch of people chasing this person saying, why, what happened? Like everything was so great the other night when we went out to the movies and dinner and we did this and we did that and we had a romantic night. Like what happened? What happened is this person again, just again connects with other people not to have emotional connections, but to feed their ego. And here it is that you're holding a boundary to this person and you're living your life. And, you have people that care about you, your life looks better, they put you on a pedestal. Well, it's again, that would look good for them to be able to conquest you. I mean, it triggered them. And it's also going to push them into a place of insecurity where now they're going to go off and cheat with 1,000 other people because that's going to make them feel even better about themselves because you're not like giving to them. They really want you to be that person. But since you're not going to do it, well, they're going to show you and they're going to run around with a lot of other people, but they're not creating their life. They're wasting their life. They're wasting time. And you're like, it's like, listen, I've been burned before. So just because you've been burned before, it doesn't matter. It's like, but this person's excuse is like, well, other people have burned me. And so I don't really let anyone into my life because I don't want to love again. I don't want to love again. I don't want that because I was burned. And so they act childish. And part of childish is they come in and they pretend that they're one person. And then what happens is the relationship, like the person thinks that they're in a relationship with someone, and then really they're in a relationship with like nobody because this person doesn't really have an identity. They're just, living from their lower energies, like where it's all about them. They're very self-obsessed all the time. They're someone that has a very big ego, but they're also someone that gets triggered very, very easily because they feel inadequate. They feel like there's something wrong with them, which is why they, again, use people as like conquests, like another notch. They act childish because they know it's going to trigger a person. So, oh, look, you're going to get emotional. That feeds their ego. Look how much you care. Look, I hurt you. You're upset. Oh, that makes me feel good. So again, it keeps this person in a place of not wanting to really they don't want to grow, and they leave every relationship in ruins. I mean, because this is the way that they are, they deliberately do that. And so they really have such a long way to heal. It's like this person doesn't really, unfortunately, they came in to and created that facade. It's like they felt the connection. Yes, they did. They know who you are. But instead of them being open and warm and fuzzy and trusting towards it, they reacted. And they reacted in a negative way, almost to hurt you, almost to, again, to trigger you, to take you off your path. That's not what happens. That made this person even more reactive because they haven't created themselves. You felt like you were alone the whole time in a relationship with this person. They wanted to starve you out almost. They just wanted to starve you out. It's like, and for no apparent reason. Yeah, this person, if anything, they were going to create a karmic contract, um, because this person does have that you two guys do have a telepathic connection. You confuse this person as a soulmate. There is a bond, but it's more of a contract, okay? Where it's very distorted, and it's distorted. So this person is a soulmate. They're just a karmic soulmate where you would feel the emotional connection. However, it's one where like this, because this person hasn't healed, it's more of a trauma bond. That's why it would be a contract. And that's what you know. And it's because this person got hurt before, they haven't done the healing. So they don't want to be in a monogamous relationship. They want to run around with a lot of different people. And they actually like it when they hurt people because those people make a big deal. They get emotional. It feeds their ego. Oh, look how important I am. Now I have 10 people calling me and asking me what's going on. And oh, screw all them. I'm going to go and have a beer. Like it's just that kind of mentality, like where they're getting stuck. But here you come along. There really is a connection. This person does not want it. And they react, but they react in a place now where they feel guilty, where they are still looking at themselves, but they're blocked. But they're blocked to love, okay? There's a part of this person that doesn't even know what to do. They're paralyzed, like I said, and that's how you know when a person is blocked. It's like they put their own obstacles in their own way. It's like this person, like, wouldn't even know how to fix this connection now, to be honest with you, because what it is that they're reactive because you're not reacting. And so the way that they normally know how to fix things is that they come in quick and it's short-lived. Okay, this is what they tend and they come in with passion, but they can't do that. Can't dazzle you. They can't do that. They can't, like, it's that's what they want. They would want to do that, to like try and create like a bond, and they know that they can't do that because of your intuition. Your intuition knows exactly who this person is because this is a soulmate connection. It's not like it's not. So you can tell what this person's going to do and how they're going to do it. I do believe that this person will continue to try, like they'll reach out within a few weeks, but what they give is so small and insignificant. And it's because, again, they don't really want to act transparent. They don't want to act like they really care. So, and they would come in and try and give passion and again, and romance, but they want what they want. Remember that. And so they're going to roll the dice. They're going to take a gamble on it. Like maybe are upset that they haven't been in your life. Maybe you missed them. Maybe again, they got you at a weak moment. They just know by staying away, it's not, you guys are like, it's not working. Like their strategy isn't working. They have to change their strategy because they're not getting anything. So they want to provoke you, and they have to provoke you into like, where they're unpredictable, right? So this in order to come in, but there's again this negative energy that's behind it where there's aggression because they didn't really get what they want, but they're tired of waiting. They want to accelerate whatever would happen between you and this person because they don't really want to let this go. And part of it is because again, they didn't really get what they wanted. There's a sense of, again, they want to control the situation. There's a sense of just they want to conquer you almost. I know, like, and for what reason? It's like It's because I believe it's almost like I want to have you, but I don't want to give you anything. And I want to have you because we have this connection. So I want to be able to come and go when I want to come and go, and I want to do what I want with you when I want, but I don't want you to do the same thing. So it's like not really, and it's because it's a contract. It's not a healthy thing. And it's because this person hasn't healed. They're reactive to your love. So how they're going to react is not in a positive way. They still really are not changed. They're not planning on changing. They're going to pretend to again by like offering like a friendship offering to hang out to actually see whether or not you have feelings, but understand what's behind it. It's all about this person like wanting to like again here it says again messenger passionate, so like like daring coming in like with this way hoping to win you over, hoping that you're going to give in, but you have too much knowledge and you will see again that they hide too much stuff from you, so and that the person they're still insecure. And what it is that there's a part of you that's like, no, I'm not gonna ruin my what I'm creating for myself because this person is self-indulgent. It's again, they might see your prosperity, they find that your comfort, but they haven't earned that, okay? And you also don't want to be held down. There's a part of you that's like wants your freedom, doesn't really want to be. Those again, that this person doesn't make you feel good. And there's a part of you that just doesn't want you want to ascend. You want to ascend from this connection. And it's because this person was so immature. And so, you're going to reject this person. You're going to tell them the cold, hard truth when they come back around, because they are coming back around. But they're going to come back around fast, almost in and out, here for a good time, not a long time, for you to build enough of an emotional connection to them that they can revert back to the way that they are. And you see that. It's like you're not going to extend yourself. This person like wants to like sees again your accomplishments, like sees that you're very self-reliant, so you're very strong. This person likes that because then they don't really have to do anything. However, it's however, like you're like, no, it's like you're enjoying whatever recognition that you're getting right now, whatever is growing in your life right now. Like I said, the reason why this person wants to come back is not just because that there's a soulmate, but because there's things happening in your life, is what this is showing. That you're getting admiration again, that the spotlight's on you. So again, and you rejected this person. So you rejected this person. They wait to really do anything, and they wait to do anything because you're not extending yourself, and you're not extending yourself because you're again evolving. You are like again seeing things from a new perspective. You're rising, and you are like you want freedom because this person you see just has too much of a long road to go, and their way is not really to do healing but to almost like master you, where you don't need mastering. You're creating your life. Your intuition is leading you, and that's again making this person like nervous, but that's why they feel like if I can just come in really fast and we like have this passionate night, well, then you're still going to have feelings for me. But the thing is, it's like you're not going to let this person like do that. Because you're acting like you don't care. This person's determined though, and understand that they're not going to give up without a true fight. They're determined to win you over. And part of that is because part of that is because things are happening in your life, part of that is because there's a connection and this person's a narcissist and you again walked away from them and they don't like the way that that ended. So their ego is hurt. So and they also want what they want, but you're shielded, you're protecting yourself, you're defensive, you're warding off this person. There's a part of you that's on guard and you're like not letting that guard down. And so understand eventually this person gets the hint. Eventually, they're going to give up because what they're going to see is that they're not going to get anything like what they want is a lot of they want the passion. They want the passion. They feel if they can have that with you, that you'll like be underneath their spell. I'm not saying that it's true. I'm saying that's this person's persona of what they can have. And so what we see is you're not going to do it because you're like guarded. This person already showed themselves to you. You're on guard. You're not letting this person in. You're just defensive. So it doesn't matter what they do. But no, they're gonna put up a fight. They're gonna try and really like win you over. And that might mean that they pull out all the punches, like they buy you things, they try and take you places, they start crying, they beg, they plead. You know what I'm saying? Like the boom box by the window, you know what I mean? They're gonna do everything to try and win you back. So be on guard because this is who this person really is. It's again, they really haven't done the healing. It's like in their mind, they will think, oh no, I really do love you. And so again, this person does know that you are a soulmate, you are their divine counterpart, but they need healing because they're not reacting in a positive way. If anything, it activates all their trauma and they react from that trauma that they haven't healed. And now again, what happens is that when we haven't healed trauma, we build a big ego to protect ourselves. So this person's in their ego, where here it is, you're growing yourself, you're not doing anything for this person. They feel you getting weight. Well, they still have that connection because you can't break a soul connection until you integrate the spiritual lesson. It's like that energy is still there. They feel guilty. Normally they wouldn't feel guilty because again, there's still a connection. So they don't like the way that this ended. This hurts their ego. You're showing things to this person that, again, that they would need to heal and they don't want to do the healing. So they want to figure out a way that they don't have to do the healing and still stay connected to you in a way, but not really honor you. And so what we see is that you can see all of it. You're like, you need a lot of healing. You're too fragmented, and they are. They're fragmented to the point that they departmentalize. So in their way, they would love you, but it would be really unhealthy. It would be controlling and dominating, and this person would be abusive. And it's because of again all their wounds that they haven't healed. Part of them having staying power and trying to fight for it now after like waiting too long is almost like, oh no, I want to prove that I can still get you back, even though I took my sweet ass time to come back. So there's part of that, like I want to still be able to have that facade that I own you, that you and I are together. And I shouldn't even say own, but this is how this person perceives love, as own. And this person doesn't want to be owned. It's like, so somewhere along the lines in their childhood, someone showed them that love was that. And it's like, and then they got into relationships like that until they became that person. And so they need to do a lot of healing. So your inner child card is first card out, physical touch. Now, our childhood wounds play out as karmic themes throughout our life. So we tend to attract people into our life that activate that trauma, make us aware of that experience that we didn't get. It makes us afraid. Again, triggers like, I don't want to feel that because it's already happened. So again, the physical touch, not getting the emotional support, because that's what physical touch really represents. It's emotional. It's emotional. It's supportive. It's like not getting that. Nurturance, again, not being nurtured in childhood. Belittled, so that's bullied, getting bullied. So how you perceived is that a family member that could have been mother or father, they bullied you and they made you feel inadequate. They made you not feel loved. They didn't give you the nurturing that you need. They didn't give you the support that you needed. And because of that, you attracted friends that tended to do the same thing. So it wasn't just within your relationships. A few friends came in and did the same type of thing, like used you for what you could give to them. And when they were going through a hard time, you were supportive, but when you went through a hard time, they weren't there for you. They abandoned you, made it feel like you were less than who you were. Again, treating you as if you were beneath them. And understand this because everyone saw your gifts. And so you have the spiritual gifts of sensitivity, of psychic ability, of other things. And that's that you're a kind person, that you're a loving person, that you're a happy person, that regardless of what goes on in life, you're a happy person. I feel like the emotional connection and the nurturing was so devastating because you're a highly sensitive person. You needed that. And now you're highly sensitive. Children have gifts, and that's the gifts of intuition and discernment. And they're very creative. They can manifest very easily. They've come into the world as earth angels, as like I said, and this is what this person recognized. But that's the message. It's almost like that you have gifts and people see what they are. You don't see what they are. You don't, again, you're not jealous by them. You hold magic, again, where you're able to manifest your reality. That's why you trigger this person. Because if they're not going to give you energy, what they see at this point is it doesn't matter. You will evolve right out of this person's life. You're ascending. You don't care. That's triggering this person. You took your control back. They're angry. But it's understand they're angry because it's activating all their wounds inside of them. Wounds that they refuse to change. Instead, they wanted you to dummy down and accept less than. They wanted to belittle you and make it like you didn't have when you really do have. So again, instead of them protecting you like a relationship, they didn't. They gave you less than. So understand that. And so it's all about clearing your rage and using this rage now to channel it towards manifesting your life. You're through experiencing like the things that you want to experience, creating your reality, not a reality that you already lived with people making it like you're not worthy of anything, that you don't have anything to offer, that you don't have anything to give. Understand that. It's understand the rage needs to be grounded and transmuted. And that's what I was talking about in the beginning of the reading. It's about that utilizing your magic, grounding it by nurturing yourself and giving yourself what you need is what actually gives you the protection that you'll meet like-minded people, people that don't manipulate you, people that don't belittle you and make it like you don't bring anything to the table when you are the table. You are that magic. You're the one that makes the relationship go. They were trying to make it like they were when really they didn't want you to know your gifts. They didn't want you to step into your true essence. Okay? So that's what happened. And so we pulled one more card, and the one more card is gratitude. That spirit says, have gratitude. Be aware of the light in your life. Direct your thoughts to the beauty in and around me. Give thanks to God for every little thing that brings you joy. Thus, I enlighten my thoughts, riches surround me, and I appreciate all that life brings me. So really, Spirit's saying, don't let this person again bring you down. You're manifesting, you're creating your life. This is what's triggering them. You're leaving them behind. They feel it. Spirit says, don't be in the energy of being grateful for the things that are happening for you. Because that's the only way that this person can rob you of being able to manifest. Guardian angel, spirit says, know that you're protected, and you're protected because you are again co-creating. You are manifesting. You are on your path. It's like utilizing your gifts, grounding your gifts. This is you're nurturing the things that you needed to nurture. And that's nurturing is also what you're trying to manifest, not nurturing this person, and that you're protected because you're creating a new life. You're creating a new life. And it's all about facing fears that this was an experience that you had gone through very similar. So the universe recreated the experience so that you would have to go through it again so that you could actually integrate the spiritual lesson and transmute that negative energy. So it was all about being able to see yourself differently. See, we can never avoid our fears. We have to walk through the fire, and we walk through the fire by facing our fears. That's really what Spirit's saying, because as long as you held on to that fear, like someone could take what was yours, or someone actually had the power to hurt you, or to ruin your life, really what Spirit says right here, you see, no one can. No one can. As long as you shield yourself, as long as you have discernment, you're protected because you have angels around you, you have the divine inside, everyone's on your side. So if this is your time, this person's being triggered by it because they feel left behind. But remember, they didn't care at one point. So I'm going to leave that there, Virgo. You let me know how you resonated with this. And I'm sorry about the dogs barking. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.